if you begin to stay, you will discover that the rebellion in you will break. But that is one thing that you must teach yourself if you will ever become what the Bible says you are. Paul said in 1 Corinthians 9:27, he said, I beat my body. I bring it under subjection. Because when I go to worship, my body wants to watch a movie. When I go to pray, my body wants to sleep. When I want to fast, my body wants to eat. But I understand that for me to become what God said, I must condition this body to stay in that presence, because I must be taught by the presence. Because the presence itself has a language. And that language, although inaudible, but its impact cannot be denied. When you stay in God's presence, a point comes like radiation. The presence of God begins to alter even your molecular structure. And a point will come when you can discern God's voice. You can perceive God's presence. And you will see that certain dimensions in you that were dormant will begin to be activated. Those are the things the Bible calls your wings in the spirit. The things that make you ascend from your realm into God's realm. So you begin to function not by the energy of the flesh, but by the abilities of the spirit. That's why I said, they that wait upon the Lord, they mount up with wings like the eagles. When they run, they are no longer weary. When they walk, they no longer faint. Meanwhile, he told us already that even the youth shall faint, the young men shall utterly fall. So you are functioning by an energy that is now divine. But for you to get to that level, you must have stayed for a while. And so the ability, the first training that a Christian must build is the ability to compel himself to stay in God's atmosphere. If you don't train yourself to stay in God's realm, you will discover that you'll be frustrated even when you read the Bible. Because you'll be seeing what the Bible says that you cannot confirm in your own lifestyle. You cannot confirm in your own experience. This is where the first warfare of victory and transition begins from. The capacity to beat yourself to stay. See, when you get there and distraction comes, stay there until the distraction dies down.